Audio Jungle.
Hi guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to fully manage your bandwidth. First I will show you how to use Mangle Rules to mark packets and configure Q3, and with this configuration you'll be able to manage your bandwidth for all DHCP clients automatically. So let's get started. So you go to IP firewall, click on Mangle, and then we're going to add a Mangle rule. Changes the chain to forward. Then the in interface will be your one interface, that is the interface that is connected to your modem. Then we're going to go to action, mark connection, and then we'll call these connections. So what we're doing now is to mark all connections that are coming into the router. So we're going to mark those connections. I'm going to call this mark con. I'm going to put a comment on that so we know what it is. Okay, next I'm going to mark all of those packets for the connection. So for connection, I'm going to select those connections, and then we're going to mark the packets that goes through that connection with a marking. Call it client down DW packet. Put a comment on that. Next we're going to do the upload traffic now. So with upload we're going to use pre-routing instead of forwarding, and the in interface will be the bridge, which is my main bridge is bridge 1, so it will be the main bridge. And then we're going to mark all connections. Call this client up con. And then we're going to mark all those packets. So for connection mark, we're going to select client up, and then we're going to mark all those packets. Call it client up packet. Okay. Next I'm going to create some more rules. These rules will be for browsing traffic, peer-to-peer traffic, and any other traffic. So we're going to create the rules for HTTP traffic and HTTPS traffic. Those are what I call browsing traffic. So we're going to change protocol to TCP, and then the port is going to be 80, which is HTTP, the port that HTTP uses, and we would have set 443 for HTTPS traffic. And then for the packet mark, we're going to use all the download packets. We're going to mark those that meet this criteria, which is any download traffic that is using port 40, port 80, or 443. And then action mark packet, I'm going to call this HTTP download packet, and then for pass through we're going to uncheck that. And the reason why we are unchecking it is to prevent the traffic that is flowing through this rule from going into another rule. So we want to stop the traffic at this point and then pass it on, continue routing it. So okay, we're going to create one for the upload now for browsing traffic. So we use back the same ports, 80 and 443, and the packet mark will be client upload, and the action, I'm going to mark those packets as HTTP up packets. And we're not going to allow those to pass through either. Okay. I'm going to add a next rule now. This rule would be for peer-to-peer traffic. So go and click on peer-to-peer. I'm going to select all peer-to-peer. So we want to mark all peer-to-peer traffic. Look at the client mark, and this will be for all downloads, so all peer-to-peer downloads. And then action, mark packets. I'm going to call this P2P down packets. When uncheck pass through, I'm going to create a next one now for peer-to-peer upload. So all upload packets that are peer-to-peer will be marked. I'm going to mark that. Let's call it P2P up packets. Uncheck pass through, make a comment, and then lastly now we're going to create one for any other traffic that doesn't meet this criteria. So we have already marked HTTP traffic coming in and out of the router, peer-to-peer traffic that is passing through the router, and now we're going to mark any other traffic that passes through. So we're going to select packet mark, download. So you realize we have not selected any criteria here, because we want to capture any traffic that passes through the router that meets that criteria. Action, and then mark packet. I'm going to call this other, down packets. Same, we're going to uncheck that, no pass through. I'm going to make a comment. This comment, let's copy by this. So I have other. I'm going to create the next one now for other upload. So we're going to mark those connections and call it other up packets. Okay, good. So let me just recap what was done here. So first, we have created a connection marking for all traffic that is passing through the one interface. So that is all the download traffic that is coming in. We're going to mark those connections, just the connections in this rule. Then we're going to use that connection and then mark all the packets that is coming through. And the same here, where we are doing the opposite, we are marking for the upload. So anything that is going to the internet, we're going to mark those connections, and then that connection would mark the packet that is going through that connection. And for HTTP, so all the download HTTP traffic, so all the browsing traffic will pass through this rule, and all the browsing upload traffic will pass through the HTTP up rule, and then peer-to-peer. So these two rules will be managed in peer-to-peer traffic to mark all the packets that meet this criteria, and then other download is any other traffic that doesn't meet HTTP or peer-to-peer, any other traffic. So the next step now is that we're going to use these rules to manage the bandwidth